Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another fun evening. This time from the Kingdom of Bahrain, home of McLaren, technically speaking. I am Kid and Petter back again on reserve duties in AM3 because Shelley is not doing his job and instead he's in a baseball game. But I am joined by full-time commentator for AM3 and AM2 fan favorite, Deathstorm. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just a little jealous over there of my cohort Shelly being a Brave fan and all. You know.
Yeah, would be nice. Would be nice. I haven't been to a game all year. I do need to go to a Cardinals game. Hopefully by the end of this season to get the old Albert Yachty Wainwright retirement tour. Take that in for myself. But nonetheless, I'm not here to talk about baseball. I'm here to talk about some virtual Formula One racing. And well, Zach was the first out on track, and he is not having the time of his life. He said he was really tired. I was kind of surprised that he was coming in, and I think he's beached as well. If you're listening, Zach, if you are beached, you can reset the track. But yeah, that is something. There he goes. Yeah, he's just waiting for the cars to go by. You don't want to spawn in the middle. Yeah, looks like there's somebody out coming behind him. Hopefully, not going too fast. But Zach he's going to be liable here to possibly spin it again, as a Williams will drive right through him. And let's get off that. Let's get off that. Don't want to kick a man while he's down. Really easy to do, Deathstorm. Whenever you spin once, the tires don't really go down temperature-wise like they used to.
No, definitely not. A longer track though with the straights like this, it's a little easier, but it's not.
Yeah, it can. I mean, the tire temps are just so finicky in general. So that you see that happen everywhere. It's not an AM3 thing. It pretty much happens every race to somebody. Going along with good old Case in your face, lobby host extraordinaire is Jay Walker. He's going to set the fastest lap. Case actually, a nice save. Jay Walker.
I don't mean to cut you off, Kitten. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Before we get too deep into this, just a couple of little notes from last week in Australia. Dennis, who I actually saw pull into the pit lane, he is serving his quality ban from an incident in EU4 that the stewards ruled to have a quality ban for. So we have that, and we have a couple of reserves also from the European side. Why don't you go through them?
Yeah, well, it's only one this week. Last week, if you remember, it was actually Steve over from EU4 who kind of blitzed the field in Australia. And Switch goes P1 for now. But it was Steve last week, and this week it's Wakanda Forever. He was leading on a weird strategy with just a couple laps to go this evening, or this afternoon over in EU4. But I think he blew a left rear tire while he's in the lead, so he's burning the old midnight oil, looking for another bite at the cherry. And we'll see if he can atone for his sins.
There's a couple of people. Not Jay Walker. Nos Racing, Red Mask, and Tin Man as well, looking for redemption tonight.
Cornish Mantis is in the chat. Hey, what's up, Cornish Mantis? He's asking if we need... What division are you in, Cornish Mantis? We might be able to shoot you an invite if you're in EU4. But if you're anything above EU4, you're not allowed to race in AM3, unfortunately. But feel free to stay up tomorrow night. I know you did a couple races in AM2 last year. We're going on board with good old Tin Man, the championship leader, because the top two, Steve, the aforementioned Steve, and Valentine, both reserves. Valentine's back this week again in a Mercedes, so good to see him back. Still can't commit full time though, but he was really impressive last week, so he's the other reserve tonight. But Tin Man is in the lead of the championship. He finished in 3rd place, and he is in 3rd place provisionally right now with a 129.666. Tin Man is satanic.
Oh, wow.
Confirmed.
129.2 from Red Mask. That's the, 7/10 off from the EU4 pole time set by Donnie with a 128.5 this afternoon.
Yeah, and typically, hopefully these guys get a little bit closer to EU4 as we go on, but EU4's pole times were typically about 5/10 up last season. But still a ways to go. I mean, this track's going to get rubbered in. I think we might be able to get into 28s, at least hopefully. Easy Rider Yoey that's a very impressive lap from him, 29.3. Bumps himself up into P2.
Anybody else now? Let's see.
And a couple guys. I think Case is starting a lap, so that's fun. We were on board with him earlier as he spun or actually he invalidated, unfortunately, through good old turn 13. One of my favorite turns in the game. Turn 13 at Bahrain. Gain a lot of time through there. Underrated.
Lose a lot of time anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Off camber, love it. But it's easy to invalidate. Very inviting. But here's Case around the hairpin going into the double apex left-hander that will lock your tires if you don't have ABS on, which these guys pretty much all have ABS on, so it doesn't really matter.
Not only that, in years past, that outside curb to the right.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't really an auto spin curb. This season, this game, you touch that thing and you're going sideways.
Yeah, it is one of those curves where you can really get stuck with the floor of your car. You end up doing a 50-50 grind like Tony Hawk back in like the 80s. In Case is coming down this long back straight here into the final corner. Through that, navigates it no problemo. Let's see what kind of time he's putting up. P7, not too bad for Case. I think we mentioned last week that Case hasn't league raced in probably 3 years. So he is coming back strong. I think it'll take a little while for him to knock off all that rust.
Yeah, he was what I was last season. Remember how I took a break?
Yeah. Hey, it takes a little while to get back into, being honest. Because I took a little break too for a while, and it took me about 8 races out of a full season, in season 6, I think, or maybe season 7, to really get back into the swing of things. Then when I did, I won like 6 races in AM2, so not to brag. But here is Wakanda Forever. He goes P4. I mentioned him earlier. Could have won tonight. That was a really bold tire strategy that he had, though. Looking around, I guess Jay Walker is probably on a hot lap. That looked like a purple sector, too. Let's get the old lap data up. Yeah, I think this will be good. And Jay Walker's been great in practice, in qualifying. Been really impressive. We just kind of found him in an open lobby, and now he's part of 2 Ghanaians in the field, which is you love to see, multicultural over here in AM3. But Jay Walker in P5 had a really disappointing end to his race, unfortunately, in AM3. After 2 corners. Yeah, after 2 corners, and then despite having all those penalties in AM2 he reserved, and he was comfortably running like P3 for most of that race. Didn't make any mistakes aside from the time penalties, which wound up knocking him down, I think, to P7 or P8. But it was a good showing from him nonetheless, so expect to see a little bit more out of him as we go along.
Yeah, I expect to see more out of both the Hasses. I know Red Mask has been running up front too, so.
Yeah, Red Mask had a real adventure today in EU4. Maybe spun a few times. I think he still got a point because of all the DNFs, but he's looking for a little redemption as well as he's sitting in the Haas pit box. Waiting to go out again. Looking around. Not sure who is on a hot lap at the moment. Might be Gru? Could be Gru. Try to check that sector time. which is coming up here shortly.
Lightning McBrown, no.
Yeah, Gru's not on a hot lap either. Valentine might be on one. It's right behind his teammate for tonight. What car was Valentine in last week? No, that's a bad.
He was in the Red Bull last week.
Okay. Yeah, so he's going to be rovering around if you guys are fans of late 90s kart. It's a bit like Roberto Moreno, a super sub. Here's a Texas Tornado. He's coming too into the final corner. Looks like this is a competitive lap time for him. Missed last week, had some issues with his wheel. I think that's been rectified, thankfully, now. So he's able to compete in the season as a whole. P8 on the grid so far. Not too shabby from him. Spectre. Air notification. I couldn't see if he's on a hot lap or not, but I think he is. 26.
Spectre, no, he's about, I think he's about to go on a hot lap now.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Quartermania says you guys said that EU3 can't reserve. Yeah, EU3 can't reserve in AM3. AM3 is, no offense to these guys, but it is the bottom tier, and it's probably a bit slower than EU4 as well. So EU3 can obviously reserve in AM2, and feel free to do that whenever you're up. Kitten, you sound too sober for this. Oh well. Oh, don't you worry, Gru. I got about 10 beers left from the weekend, so
there goes Spectre down the hill.
Been knocking those back. Easy Rider Yoey didn't even look at him, and that is going to be a purple lap. It's in provisional pole for Easy Rider Yoey. We didn't really see a whole lot out of him last week, and this is his first time in the league, so really flashing some pace here. Might be a dark horse kind of contender. Where do you have him in the power rankings? Do you even have him on there?
I do. Let me take a look. I have him sitting at 15th right now, because of last week. Literally, just the first race that I saw him. So between him and Red Mask. It's semi-inaccurate. Hopefully after tonight and maybe next week everything will shape up on my end. I still have the usual suspects up to the top 3, top 4, Tin Man, Rightling McBrown, Whip J, and Gru.
Fair enough. Wakanda Forever is on a hot lap, I believe. See where that Sector 1 time puts him. Oh, never mind. That is not ideal, and we just caught him cutting a couple corners, so that might not be. No, I'm not gonna tattle. I'm not gonna tattle. I'll let the stewards decide. Zach runs wide. I'm not sure if this is a competitive lap, anyways. Steinman in the other Alpha is going. Racing Fan says that he thinks that he should be able to reserve. That is last year's AM2 champion. And I believe that is counterproductive. That's not how it works. You actually have to reserve. You have to go up whenever you win a championship in a division. Nonetheless, got Steinman. Steinman was a late call. I was worried we might miss him, but glad that he made it. Coming out of beautiful Peoria, Illinois. I don't know if you've ever been Deathstorm, but it's lovely this time of year.
No. The furthest west I've ever gone is West Virginia.
Oh my God. Okay. Jeez. I guess I'm kind of similar. I've never gone past like Colorado, but boy, West Virginia. That's like 2 states in.
Yeah, well, I've been up and down the East Coast. Being from the other side of Pennsylvania, Shelley. Thank you very much. Oh, Zach retired on track. What happened to him?
Oh, looks like he lost it coming out of turn 3. Or turn 4. I think that's turn 4 now. Yeah, turn 4. Let's see. I was too busy looking at the track map. He's gone now. If I had to guess, he probably just lit it up. And wound up in the inside wall.
But so no, as far as my excursions to the United States, up and down the East Coast, nothing crazy.
Ooh. Yeah, well, I'm not much of a traveler anyways. I'm afraid of planes, believe it or not. only been on a plane once, and that was to Chicago, which is like 45 minutes. Still had to take a Xanax though. Knocked me out. Jay Walker goes up to P2 in that Haas. Another good quality from him. Lightning McFrown, unfortunately, he's unvalidated. He might have another chance at it. But let's go with Tin Man, because Tin Man's down there in P7. Obviously not where he wants to be in amongst the chaos here.
No, I was talking to him earlier today. He self-admittedly said Bahrain and is not one of his stronger tracks.
Really?
So, I mean, for him to probably sneak into the top 5 would probably constitute a good run for him.
Well, it's a purple sector too so far. So pretty good from him. His teammate Witche goes P7, so he's bumped him down to 8th. Let's see how he gets, what kind of exit he gets here. Looks pretty tidy, if you're asking me. He's coming to the line, and that is going to be P4. So I think he'll be happy. He'll be happy with that. Only about 100th ahead of his good pal Lightning McFrown, who is going again. We'll have to check in with him in a little bit. Looking around trying to find who is where on track. You got the two Haas's. Looks like they're helping each other out. Red Mask, of course, Dutch. Jay Walker, Ghanaian. A very interesting combo. Probably a first in league racing history.
A Dutch and a Canadian, and yeah, very interesting.
I'd love to see that kind of stuff.
Let me ask you something, Kitten. Did you watch the NASCAR race at Watkins Glen yesterday?
Off and on. I tried to catch as much of the last stage as possible, but I was primarily watching the Cardinals game.
The only reason why I asked is because Mr. Kimi Räikkönen in NASCAR ended up literally
he got Chastained.
Poking more of an interview than he's ever done in Formula One, which I found pretty hilarious.
I'm sure retirement's treating him pretty well. Who knows? He probably showed up drunk. Anyways. He was pretty impressive though. I believe he was like running top 20 most of the day too. So not an easy feat with those big old heavy stock cars. That's Tim Man gonna pull off. Easy Rider Yoey looks like he might be claiming his first career pole here if no one can get close. It's 29 flat and he's pulled off. Lightning McFrown does not improve. I believe Valentine is the last car on track. And he'll be the only one to say anything to Easy Rider Yoey. Otherwise, we'll have a bit of a surprising poll, and we do. Valentine is in the pits. Easy Rider Yoey with in his second career start here in Contest of Speed, claims pole here in Sekir. Impressive stuff.
Yes, very.
No.
Well, you pegged it right on the money. 5/10 off.
Yeah, 5/10 off. That's usually where they sit. Would like to see a little bit more of an improvement this season, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just glad that we've got a good grid here tonight, healthy as ever here in AM3. Let's go through that order one more time. Still no formation laps because they have not fixed the tire temps. That glitch. So. Unfortunate, but Easy Rider Yoey 108 on pole. Jay Walker in P2. Red Mask with a really impressive time in third for the Dutchman. Tin Man in P4. He's the championship leader. Lightning McFrown in fifth. Wakanda Forever in sixth. Case in Your Face is seventh. Witche eighth. Texas Tornado ninth. Spectre in 10th. Grew in 11th. Valentine Motors Steinman. Nos Racing Zach and Dennis. Or is it Denny? Who knows? Will round out the field. 17 drivers. One goal. To win here in Bahrain. Race.
First, they just gotta survive.
Yeah. I mean, it still is gonna be. It's going to be a war of attrition. We saw I think 4 safety cars in the EU4 race today. Hopefully these guys avoid that sort of carnage here today. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Oh, is someone already readied up? Oh, well, you guys better get those setups put in. Yeah, Ecos Saint is talking about the AM NASCAR race. We race on Friday nights. We have a little NASCAR league. I actually bullied somebody out of the server because he took me out on purpose. So that was pretty fun. I can be
being mean? Oh, no.
No, trust me. I'm a really friendly guy. It takes a lot to cross me, but whenever you do, I go for the jugular. Five red lights. And we're off from Sakir. Looks like everybody's clean off the start. A couple people towards the back taking their time. Is that Tin Man making it 3 wide for the lead from 4th place? And not quite. That was a misleading camera angle. I apologize. And he spawns. I think he caught a little too much of that curb. And he's going to end up down the order. We saw the same thing multiple times last week in Australia in the first couple corners.
Who's that in the back? Dennis is in the back. Spun it out of 2.
It's a bad weekend, or bad evening's getting worse for Dennis. There's Texas and Tin Man going side by side through the S's. That is not ideal. As we see all of the boys funneling through this hairpin side by side. Somebody, I believe that is this Witche. It's falling backwards a little bit into P11. Jay Walker is in the lead though. I guess shouldn't bury the lead there. He's off to a great start here. Easy Rider Yoey's not giving him too much room. Is a little bit of oversteer almost. He comes out of some of the tricky traction zones around this circuit. Red Mask up into P4. Lightning McFrown also with a big start up to P3.
Let me go through some of the tires here. Walker, Yoey, and McCrown started on the mediums. Red Mask started on the hard, so that explains his drop from 1st to 4th. Scepter's on the mediums. Wakanda Forever's on the softs. Tin Man started on the softs. From 8th on back to 12th is on the mediums. Groove on the hards. Nos Racing and Dennis both started on the softs, and Steinman and Zach in the middle. In the back of the pack started in the medium. So, a big mix of tire strategies going on here.
I wasn't expecting to see this many softs. They could be playing for safety cars, or they could be just doing an outright 2-stop. They might be able to take the hards. But you probably have to take hards about 22 laps. If you're on the softs, you're only going to get about 7 laps out of those.
Yeah,
at best.
22, 23 laps. If you get a safety car, then you can make it stretch out, no problem. But if there's no safety car, then they're going to be in trouble later.
We're going to yellow at the back. Is that Zach? Yeah, it is. He is spun it again. We've seen him going around in circles quite a bit here this evening already. Not great, but you know, it happens. Yeah, I think he's tired. So not gonna fault him too much. Nice Racing in P13. I think he's trying out a new wheel today, so shout out to him. He did DNF on track in the EU4 race, so I hope he enjoys this qualifying, because he probably won't next week. I believe that's the penalty for that. But yeah, Motor back here on the back of Witche. Saw Motor win the final race of last season in Brazil, just in a dominating performance. Or actually, no, never mind, not Brazil, Coda. In a dominating performance, but I was a little bit surprised last week when he finished, because he really has not put in any time on this game as he cuts a corner there. He's going back through the field, looking. I'm not seeing a whole lot of action, but Tin Man is getting those softs going again. He is all over the back of Red Mask. He could find himself back in the top 5. He can get a move done here shortly.
He's going to have to make that move very quickly and try to get away on those softs.
Yeah, you can see the lead group there. Jay Walker, Easy Rider, Yoey, and this is not where you typically try to overtake. Tin Man getting his elbows out, and I think that's going to... I think Red Mask got caught up on the outside curb there. Got forced wide a little bit and then had a little half spin. That's not going to help him out too much. But Tin Man does have to catch up to these guys if he wants a chance at victory on those soft tires.
Absolutely. Zach again spinning out of 2.
You know, hey, let's just not talk about it. You know, Zach's having a rough day.
Yep. Rough day in the office. We all have them.
Yeah.
We all have them.
Yeah. Like probably me tomorrow. It's gonna be a rough day in the office. But Wakanda Forever goes P1. Who is that? It's Easy Rider Yowie and Jay Walker going side by side for the first position in this race. And I think Easy Rider Yoey's going to pull it off. Good move around the outside. Fair racing by both drivers.
Jay Walker does an retaliation here, going it. Nope, he's going to sit behind him.
Yep, that is probably the smart thing to do here, but they have lost a little bit of ground to Lightning McFrown, and Wakanda Forever's getting very close to DRS range. It could be a four-man fight here. And a little bit now. Boy, that's the curse of the commentator for you. Wakanda Forever loses it. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Wakanda Forever. He drops it out of turn 7. Easy to do. Hopefully he keeps his foot in it. He might be able to get back. Who is that? Is that Zach?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. He's just letting everybody by, it looks like. Yeah. But Wakanda all the way back to P13 now, after setting the fastest lap. I wonder if those softs are already starting to go off a little bit. We'll have to see. But here's Tin Man now. Tin Man has, he's 3 seconds off. Never mind. Thought he was starting to close the gap, but I think those softs might be falling away a bit. Starting lap 5. He's running Yowie actually broken out to about a 1.2 second lead in just that one lap. So very good stuff from Easy Money, or Easy Rider Yowie. Easy Money. So thinking about college football season already. Gotta get my gambling brain working. Lightning McFrown now on Jay Walker. Jay Walker's losing pace. He's losing a lot of time here into turn 4. It's a battle just to get traction down. They're going to go side by side. No, they're not. Looks like Lightning McFrown's going to back out just a little bit as Zach has called it a day. Which I can't blame him. We've already got a couple guys in the pits. Wakanda Forever and Spectre. They're switching onto the hard compound tires, which is probably the right call, given Wakanda just had that spin. But could be a big undercutter out here. Those hards are going to take a while to fire up, but should be making better time than the guys on the softs here in a couple laps if they stay out. Lightning McFrown around the outside. Oh, a little bit of wheel banging. It's tough to go side by side through there, and I think Lightning McFrown's going to get the job done. See if Jay Walker has a retort. He's starting to fall off a little bit. First to third in about 2 laps. But still 2 seconds on Tin Man, so got a lot of room behind him. But I'll tell you what.
Tin Man's tire wear. I don't mean to cut off. Tin Man's tire wear. His worst is 30%, so 30% pit slack spin.
Yeah, Tin Man is very good on the tires. For an AM3 driver, he kind of has all the ingredients of a dude that'll be racing in higher tiers starting next season. Easy Rider Yowie has checked out. Oh, Jay Walker is going to get Lightning McFrown. I mean, Easy Rider Yowie is loving this. This is 3.5 seconds he's got in the lead now. As Dennis becomes the first time penalty recipient. Won't be the last.
No. Yeah. Going back on to what you're saying, Walker and McFrown fighting, is it not only allowing Easy Rider to pull away, but even Tin Man with his wearing socks, we're going to be back into this fight.
Yeah, I mean, the distance he's getting out of these softs, I mean, he can go another
3 or 4 laps. He might
be
able to push these softs
I mean, and if he's doing that, I mean, it might, jeez, he could do like a soft to medium if he puts his mind to it. And there's Lightning McFrown's going to pick one up. I hate to see that, but yeah, Tin Man now within DRS range on these two, so this is could be a bit of a lifeline for Tin Man to stay in this race for the win. So open up that DRS now and close in.
see what happens here. This is probably the tastiest battle out in the track right now.
Yeah, this isn't really going for it. A lot of guys will try to set up a move into turn 4 instead of turn 1 just because it's a really rapid, so back-to-back DRS kind of situation. Easier to make a pass in turn 4 and then stretch your legs a little bit if you are faster, but Lightning McFrown does not do that right now.
Yeah, the Charles Leclerc trick.
Yep. Case in your face in P7 is closing in on Whit J. With Jake coming back from his honeymoon. Hope he had a good time. After missing last week, and that's Case in your face makes a little bit of contact with him. I think loses the rear end around the hairpin, and that's going to allow Valentine to get around him. Ooh, Motor makes a big mistake. Yeah, same thing that happened to Red Master. I mean, once you get stuck on that exit curb or entry curb on the right-hand side, I mean, you're basically beached. There's now Motor and Gru going side by side. Good switchback from Motor. He's gonna retain that position, but he will be falling under attack to Gru here, who's been a little anonymous today, if I'm being honest.
Well, those hards are going to come to its own fairly soon, so...
Yeah.
Him and Red Master are going to be charging soon enough.
Just checking the old comments here. So it's Gru again. I think he's going to get the job done with the aid of DRS. Where's he at? Oh, no, he's not. Motor's doing a good job at holding him off here. Get a yellow. Who's that? Oh, that's Wakanda again, I think.
Yep. Into the barrier on the... He's spun it around using the barrier on the left-hand side.
I think he's trying to get disqualified too, maybe. Nope. I think he's just upset. He's got to get a move on here. The leaders are approaching. Easy Money Yoey is not going to want to... Easy... Why do I keep saying money, dude? Easy Rider Yoey. It's not an easy name to say verbatim, but hopefully with more performances like this, it'll roll off the tongue a little better.
No, it might confuse you even more because if you get more performances like this, you're bound to say Easy Money. Come on.
No, it's true. Maybe that can be his nickname. Who knows? Accidentally giving people nicknames. What a life. Wakanda has sped into the pit lanes. He's retiring, and I think he's had a bad day in both races here. He's probably very frustrated, which is totally understandable. But we thank him for coming anyways. Lightning McFrown actually looks around the outside on Jay Walker. These guys are still extremely close, and Tin Man still, man, he is 8-lap-old stuff. Yeah, he's hanging on with these guys.
One mistake by those two, or even Easy Rider, and Tin Man right into it. So.
Yeah. Oh, who's that? Is that Motor?
Motor's around.
Motor's around coming out of turn 2. Easy to do that. I'm just going to cycle him all the way down to the back, P13, ahead of only Dennis and Spectre. I'm not sure. I guess Spectre and Wakanda were the only two that had pit, so...
right.
So we'll have to see where Spectre comes out whenever all these guys make their stops. Looks like, yeah.
Fight for that podium is getting even tighter, it looks like, around the...
Gru. Gru's lost it coming onto the third DRS straight. Just lit up the tires. I've done that as well. And he's gonna fall all the way back to 13th, so Motor does get a position back, I guess. But unfortunate for Gru there is, yeah, these guys are going at it. Up front, Liche and Valentine. Really going at it here. It's Lightning McFrown has made a move. Possibly. No, he's going to have to back out, and Tin Man's going to be all over the back of him now.
Tin Man's got an excellent run coming out. Oh, this is going to be... What's he gonna do?
I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he's content where he is right now. Valentine and Witchay really getting after it for P6. Case in your face is tailing these guys. Is Tin Man? Oh, did Tin Man make a move into the? Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Tin Man's just making moves in the most random spots today. Well, that's up to P3 for him. You have to wonder. He's got to be coming in here shortly.
Has to be. I don't see him stretching these past 10, or actually maybe 12 max. That's probably pushing it.
Yeah, and that's, again, all this. Easy Rider Yowie up to a 5.5 second advantage. Who is that? There's a spin. Is that Dennis? I believe it is. Out of turn 2 as well. On those fresh hards. Bit of a Yuki Tsunoda situation in Montreal this year. On those ice-cold hards. Hard to get going. Got to be real gentle with them. Just looking around, Texas Tornado and Steinman. They're getting close to each other. It's actually a really good battle group here. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. If Motor can catch back up.
There was just a spin somewhere that brought these guys a lot closer together. So.
Case in your face is getting off these mediums early. I'm not sure who's. I'm sure he's got some people in his ear, possibly Andy Wu or Airborne, some AM1 guys trying to help him out here. But deciding to get off those mediums early might come back to help him. It's a really strict undercut. Motor also probably in the same party as Case also pits, so I think yeah, that's probably a call from someone else to go for an extreme undercut for those two.
Tin Man still on those softs.
Yeah, he is really he's going on those softs. I think he might be able to pull off a soft medium, which if you asked me 30 minutes ago, I would have said that is nigh impossible. But here he is. Oh.
I mean, he's approaching 70% on his right rear, his rear left tire. So he's gonna have to make his pit momentarily.
Yeah, he's gonna go another one as he battle slided in front. This is extremely impressive tire longevity out of Tim. I'm like honestly pretty flabbergasted.
I like it. It put him back in this race, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like last week in Australia. He was oh my God, let's go. Pools just hit another home run. Oh my
What's
God!
he at now?
693. This guy's going wild. But it is kind of like last week. Tin Man spun early, had to fight back to the field, finished P3. Very commendable from him. But I think he's got Lightning McFrown behind him too, and I don't think they're going to push the issue too much. But those tires have to be going off. I just don't understand. You may see here Red Mask on those hards has gotten pretty close. A little over a second here back to him.
Yep. Tin Man has to be running a low downforce setup because these tires, if it was you or me, for example, I would be sinking fairly quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I would not be able to. I would not be able to hold on to on a pad for nearly this long. Easy Rider Yowie is on the mediums, and he is pitting. Let's see if Tin Man goes this lap. Tin Man is still out there.
Oh my God.
He is outlasting some of these medium guys, including Easy Rider Yowie, your leader, who is in. That's Jay Walker is in as well from P5 or P2. Excuse me. The leaders have pit. Hards for both, which they don't really have any other options, to be honest. But here we are.
He's going to be able to pull off the soft mediums. He's going to be able to pull it off, and I don't know.
I mean, That is a big gap. I mean, it's about 6 seconds that he's going to have to cover on what we're presuming will be the medium compound tire.
Oh, there they go. He just lost it out of the hairpin just a little bit.
Ah, and this red mask. Right on him. Red mask hoping not to get a repeat of what happened earlier when he was forced onto the entry curb. Nearly spun. Lost a few positions, but he has gotten back into it. Those hards are, you can just see how much better they are than those softs right now. Tin Man must know what lap he has to hit, or when he has to pit, what his target is. If he's staying out this long.
Yeah, because I certainly have no clue what he's thinking right now.
He's probably thinking, Lord baby Jesus, let me hang on to this thing. It looks like is he going now? Yeah, he's in now.
Yeah, now.
But I think we'll look
14
back.
laps. That is one heck of a stint.
Yeah, might look back at the end of the season and say that's one of the craziest stints we've seen. There he is, onto the mediums like we suspected. He's gonna come out in a pretty good spot here. It's gonna be
7?
Yeah, it's going to be considerably behind Easy Rider Yoey. Should I just call him like Yoey? Oh, that might work better. Yeah, Yoey. I'll just call him Yoey. Well, maybe we'll be able to ask him after the race at this rate. But does have a ways to go, but that pace advantage from the medium to the hard will be pronounced, to say the least. Hide the UI in the bottom left. Oh. No, I guess I never do that, do I? Yeah. There's a lot of, with these new layovers or overlays, kind of forgetting some stuff. It's early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, compared to last year, the overlays, these ones are like a beach ball.
Yeah. Big fan though. Love the overlays the contest speed has. Shout out to Tebow and Roland for getting that. Set up.
All the work everybody put in this offseason.
We don't even really have to talk about sponsors anymore. So it's because the sponsors are on the screen the entire time. Love to see it. Valentine is in P6. He's very close behind Jay Walker, but he's going to have to pit here soon. I think we might be seeing those hards. Just better tires after a couple laps and 14-lap-old mediums. Red Mask now on Lightning McFrown. He's right up on the gearbox through the second sector. Looking to take the lead of this race as he's going for a reverse strat.
Yeah, at this point, depending on how far Red Mask can take these offs, he could probably go hard, or hard rather. He could probably go hard soft.
Yeah. I mean, he's got close to 7 seconds to Witjay behind him, and once Witjay pits, it'll be another 4 seconds to Yoey behind him. So I mean, he's got a lot of space behind him for him to just manage these tires for as long as he wants. If he thinks he can hop onto those softs, take them 7-8 laps at the end, or more. I don't know, as Tin Man just proved with 14 laps on him.
Hairpin, move around. Not racing with around on a hairpin. I missed that.
That's a bummer for Nos Racing. He's been quiet today, but he's been out there vibing. Spectre in P11. Looking to get a move on motor. He's going to send it from pretty deep. Let's see if he can make it stick. I think he might be able to.
No name. Oh, he made it stick. Nice move.
Yeah, it's a good move from Spectre up into the points paying positions. Let's go get a beautiful helicopter shot of the S section. Love that from Cody's. Just go ahead and just take that all out. And then just admire the beauty of this game. Yeah, so under the floodlights And we're a little over halfway in this race, lap 16. And a lot of tire strategy going on, a lot more than I expected. I thought pretty much everybody was going to be going for a medium hard. But boy, was I wrong. Vladimir Frown is in the lead of the race currently. But once he pits, that will go back to Easy Rider Yoey, who has been, quite frankly, dominating today. And it certainly wasn't something we were expecting before this race began.
Definitely not. What I was also expecting was a little bit of the same from EU4 as well. We haven't had a safety car yet.
Yeah, I mean we've seen a lot of spins as Red Mask is going to get that move done on Lightning McFrown. See if he can make that stick. We've seen a lot of spins, to be fully transparent, but no real hard contact with the wall. I think Zach and Wakanda just both kind of, gave up, which I don't blame them. But yeah, overall, a pretty clean race from these guys. There aren't a whole lot of walls to hit, to be fair, around here, but... So what is Valentine? Throw it on the softs. This is a bold call. I think it might be a little early here. I don't know what this camera is.
I mean, Tin Man did it, so why not try it?
Yeah, maybe that's what he was looking at. That's what he's thinking. But yeah, Tin Man obviously was very good on the tires. Red Mask breaks DRS on Lightning McFrown. Might be high time to hop off these mediums. But I guess these guys are going for medium soft too. I mean, Lightning McFrown, Witche, those guys are, I guess, listening to Tin Man's advice about the tires, and it's working for them as well.
Yeah, I definitely did not get the memo, because I would have thought medium hard, no matter what.
Yeah. Easy Rider Yoey is catching up to the back of that, though, Witche in third. Right now, he's had an interesting day. But yeah, we'll see where these guys all kind of pan out. Field's gotten a little more spread here, with all but 3 of them making pit stops. I guess anything you want to talk about?
Right now, I got nothing.
All right. Yeah. Well,
I'll be quite frank. I got nothing.
Yeah. Well, this was a little. This was a little. It was pretty eventful to start off, but yeah, these guys have spread out considerably. Easy Rider Yoey is really challenging that Red Bull of Witche, and he just about lost it out of the hairpin. That would have been, pardon my French, but no bueno. That was a joke.
Maybe he wanted to give us something to talk about.
Yeah, maybe he did. Thank you, Yoey, if you're watching. Ecos Saint, AM2 champion, is talking about his driver academy a little earlier, because Steinman, a member of that driver academy, said, loving the fact that Saint is giving me dog crap equipment. Understeers like crazy and the weight distribution is a disaster. It's amazing, all these facilities, and he makes a piece of crap like this. And Steinman obviously not happy, and he's reflecting that as he's in P15, currently last on the grid. See if Easy Rider Yoey can get this move done now, on which I think he'll be able to. Into turn 1, he's got him gapped. I think he's got it. Yeah, I think he's got it done.
No, Red Mask just pitted. He's onto the mediums. He's gonna more sensibly. Those are gonna make it to 10 laps, no problem. So.
Yeah. Oh, a racing fan might be responding. He says, "Listen," but he also says, "Ole Miss greater than greater than greater than." I am a big Lane Kiffin guy. And as someone who went to a Power 5 school that is also probably one of the worst Power 5 football programs in the country, I like to think of myself as a neutral when it comes to college football. So I can say I'm a big Lane Kiffin guy, unequivocally. Made me a lot of money last year.
My college football team next couple of seasons is going to be kind of bad.
Who's that?
I'm an Oklahoma Sooner fan.
Ah, see, before I went to Illinois, I went to Illinois. Oh, is that Laddie McFrown? Who's that? Well, that was Dennis, I think. Before I went to Illinois, I was actually. Oh, it's Whitjay. Oh no. As I was saying, before I went to Illinois, I was a big fan of Texas growing up. So, I'm a big Ricky Williams guy when I was a little bitty kid, and then Vince Young, that whole thing. Big fan of Texas, but I don't really care that much anymore. I can't fake it. And I went to Illinois, so guess I just root for them. When we go 3-9 every year.
Yeah, their trademark win was like what, 20 years ago.
They beat Ohio State when they were number 1 in 2008. They made it to the Rose Bowl actually that year, and then got absolutely curb stomped by USC. They lost by like 50. But
the USC that had Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush.
No, it was that was after. That was like Mark Sanchez, Joe McKnight. So like a light version of USC, but considerably better than anything we had. To be fair, Tim Hannon was just going side by side with Red Mask. Got a good battle here. These boys are both on the mediums. Red Mask couldn't make it to get to soft, so he's put on fresh mediums. And I think this is going to be a tasty battle here, but at the same time, Tim Hannon has also picked up a 3-second time penalty. So things are getting a lot more interesting on track. I think these two are kind of matching each other like for like. But obviously Red Mask will have a tire advantage come the end of this race. As we try to sort out who's going to be on the podium. I think it could be any one. Laddie McFrown's fallen off a bit, but he is on those fresh softs. I think it could be any one of these top 5 can end up on the podium here tonight. Should love to see.
Yes.
10 seconds for Easy Rider Yowie.
Yeah, talk about checking out.
Yep.
He booked his flight for tomorrow morning already. It's a done deal.
Yeah, this is he's in the Williams as well. This is probably what she would look like in AM3. Well,
in my old ride from last year, the Williams. Thank you.
Yeah, true. Valentine pumps in a fastest lap of 32.178 on those soft compound tires on lap 4 of that stint. But I don't know how much longer that's going to last. Whitjay is able to go onto the softs as well. He gets case in your face for P7. I have to monitor this situation. I think these guys might be moving up through the field a little bit better, or a little bit quicker.
Yeah, these guys in the softs now are going to be catching up soon. So we'll see how much time happens.
Listen, Jackson Dart for Heisman. Wait, who does Jackson Dart even play for? Did he go to Ole Miss? Oh, Jesus, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Spectre UKR is climbing. Uh-oh, what's that?
Red Mask.
Oh, Red Mask. You hate to see that. Oh, man, he was having a really good day, too, after a disappointing E4 race. Red Mask, unfortunately, drops it again. The good news for him is he's got a gigantic gap back to P6 and Valentine. So, as long as he doesn't put it in the wall, I think he's in good shape here for a top 5. Which I didn't realize last week. I don't know if you did. The Red Mask is indeed a full-time driver this year. He is.
I did not realize that until after the fact. Yeah. So yeah.
The man must have a very bonkers sleep schedule. From the Netherlands, it's got to be about 4 a.m. Yeah, after he did a race at 3 p.m. our time, so or my time at least. So man, maybe just doesn't even sleep. Who knows? Might be a lizard. But good for him. Nonetheless, Motor is stuck to the back of the aforementioned Spectre. Thank you, CJDJ49, for shouting that out. Well, it looks like Motor might be a little bit faster right now. It is, jeez. Hope everything's all right over there. Sounds like there's a high-speed chase going on in the background.
Yep.
The ambulance. But yeah, motor is here. And this is the only battle on track at the moment. This thing has really spread out with no safety cars, which, you know, you love to see. I'm glad these guys aren't out here crashing. Last week was a bit of a wreck fest, but it does lead to some races like this.
I think EU4 definitely made up for the fact that AM3 has no safety cars so far.
Yeah, and they will continue to do so. So hopefully they just keep all the safety cars over there. But overall, been a rough day, I would say, for McLaren at their home race, their second home race, second home race. Guess we don't race in New Zealand, do we? But
No.
Bahrain representing. Well, not a whole lot, but Motor will be happy with a point probably. Good drive from Spectre though. Hopefully he can race more than he did last season. That was probably about time for.
When he showed up last year, he was consistently in the fight for points. So I mean,
oh, these guys are. This is tight. This is tight. Love it. Good move from Motor. I'll put him up in the P9. But yeah, Spectre should be about time for him to go back to school. He goes to Missouri State. What's cost bets looking like for tomorrow, Kitten? Ooh, I don't know. I'll have to cook that up tomorrow at work. Get to thinking about it.
I can tell you where I'm probably going to be. Field.
All right. Well, as long as you're not offended.
I gotta be the butt of the joke.
Yeah. Well, someone's gotta be to punch you back. Yeah. We'll see how everybody lines up. Might do another practice tomorrow. See if we can get any AM2 guys. I would say that Ben and Abood probably are still going to be the favorites, although Electric Blade won the first round last week in Australia. Nonetheless, yes, here we are. Still.
Yeah, hopefully myself and my teammate Warren have something for the front top tomorrow night.
Yep. That would be ideal. I'd love to see you guys succeed. Warren's still hunting for that first podium in Contest of Speed.
Kitten?
Yes.
Monza.
No, I was talking about E. Warren. I know you. I know you had a podium. I was talking about your teammate.
Oh yeah, the one that he had taken away from him.
Yeah, I mean that was about as cut and dry though for a podium to get taken away as possible. The whole reason he was on the podium was because he smashed in the back of Shelley, who won the race and got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But yeah, looking forward to the race tomorrow though. We'll have Andy Wu back. His voice has returned for the most part.
With a very soothing voice as well.
Yeah, very southern. But also a big thanks to Case in Your Face as well for stepping in last minute to help me out. He's having himself a good day up in P8, but he's got, I don't know how much longer he's going to be in P8 for. He's got motor all over the back of him. These boys have caught up to him pretty quickly. Is Lightning McFrown's actually, he's gotten into DRS range on Tin Man. So, yeah, I think outside of Yowie, these second, third, and fourth, they're going to pick up where they left off here in a little bit.
I think Jay Walker is going to cruise. He should cruise, barring any mistakes. The biggest battle is going to be that 7-8-9 battle.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it looks like Valentine actually he did have to pit. Those tires were done for with 4 to go, so he's gonna have to go again, and that's gonna put him out of the points down to P12. So now it's all about this battle up here. Case in Face in 7th, Motor in 8th, Spectre. Case actually did a good job there. He's just kind of slinked away a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of a downforce seat set up going through that section in the hairpin. We'll see how much time Motor gains on the straights here.
Let's check the penalties. Yes, Ecos Saint. Tin Man and Lightning McFrown do both have 3-second time penalties. This is actually very clean. A little cleaner than I thought in terms of the penalties so far. Knock on wood, hopefully nobody gets another one. But, yeah, only 10-man, Lightning McFrown, Case, and Dennis so far with 3-second time penalties.
Uh-oh.
So, not too shabby from these guys here today.
Not Motor is going to have DRS, it looks like. And he does. This is going to get very interesting very quickly.
Yeah, it's almost Spectre's lucky day there. With almost caught him without DRS, but he's hanging on just for now. But Case is doing a good job fighting back to hold on to that P7.
21 lap with hard perspective too.
Yeah, they should be good though. I think the hards around here can pretty much do race distance. I guess some of it's setup dependent as well. Could be.
Red mask again, going down the
downhill. Oh man. You know, it speaks volumes to how good his pace has been, that he's still in 5th, despite having, 3 pretty big moments that we've seen at least. And look, he still has a big gap, 7 seconds back to Whitjay in the other Red Bull.
Tin Man still holding off Lightning. As long as he could hold Lightning and Sound off for the next maybe lap or so, I think those softs are just gonna not have enough.
Yeah. Who's that? Is that Motor has gone? Oh no, that's tough.
No.
Tough for Motor. We'll have to see if he can hang on for 1 point here, but he loses it, unfortunately. Around 13. Hate to see that.
That gives Case some breathing room to hang on to his 7th place.
Yeah, and I think Case might have a little bit more pace in your face than Spectre. UKR.
Oh man.
Yep.
The front two though has just been status quo all evening. Domination from both the Williams and the Astro.
Man, I would have thought that Simeon would have a little more left, or a little more to give Jay Walker up there in P2, but that gap has really stabilized here recently, and I don't think it's going to go any further. The soft medium, he's proving is viable, but I think the amount of time that he lost in those final few laps of his first soft stint just kind of taking him out of contention for the win. Yeah. But nonetheless, podiums win championships. If you stack them on top of each other, and he's certainly in a position to do that through the first 2 rounds. 2 laps to go now. And I might want to start thinking about who you got for maybe driver of the day. Mansoor.
Whoa. Lightning went with the dive bomb on the inside. My driver of the day, I'm just gonna go with Yoey. He led almost pretty much lights the flag.
Yep.
After he was behind Jay Walker for what, a lap or 2, and then after he overtook him, that was it. He was off to the races.
Yeah. But could potentially have a completely different podium now that Lightning McFrown is in P3. Still have to check and see if he can hold off 10-man here.
This is going to be the big battle on track now for sure.
Yeah, we're just riding on board with 10-man. Look at the track map on the bottom right hand of the screen. Easy Rider He's just gone. Yeah, he is just gone. Big old gap. Through 13, you see Lightning McFrown get a little loose off the apex there. I think these tires might be just about kaput for Lightning McFrown.
Yeah, definitely.
Got a DRS too?
He's not gonna wait. He's not gonna wait.
I think these mediums are probably starting to fall off as well. But I think
I would rather 15 lap old mediums than 9 lap old softs personally.
Yeah. Yep, but Lightning McFarland is going to have DRS. I think he's going to make a move here.
He's going to try it. Oh.
It is the final lap of the race. Is he going to hold off side by side?
Oh my.
To the S section. And we'll see who wants the final podium position here. It looks like 10-man for now. One more DRS zone remaining, and that is coming up pronto. Letting Queen get stuck a little bit under 10-man's rear wing. He's got DRS open. Let's see if he makes a late second or last second dive bomb. He's not going to. He's going to have another chance possibly into the final corner, which is where Easy Rider Yoey is right now. Around the final corner. In what looks like an absolute dominating race from Easy Rider Yoey. I think we might have to update the championship favorites as well if he can do this more often. I did not see that coming whatsoever. Jay Walker crosses the line in second. 10-man will come in third ahead of Lightning McFrown in fourth. As a dominating display from Easy Rider Yoey. We'll have to try to get him into the chat here. Interview him afterwards. So I'd like to hear what he thinks. If he thinks he can do that more often. Red Mask crosses in fifth. Whitjay will cross in sixth. Case in Your Face in seventh. And Gru, with everybody else making mistakes, he's going to get himself a few points in fourth. Motor coming across on those 19-lap-old hards. I'll finish ninth. Nas Racing gets a point as well. Did not see that coming. Texas Tornado. Spectre UKR. Did he lag out possibly? He was ghosted. Steinman in 13th. I'm going to have a debrief with his team owner. Ekas saying afterwards, Dennis and Valentine, who was just bringing up the rear here. We'll just go ahead and watch him. Spectre's in low fuel mode. That's why he ran out of fuel. That's why he was ghosted. That's unfortunate for him. I think he was gonna finish in the points. Never liked that too much. But here we are. That is Valentine across the line, and that is your race here today from Bahrain. The game gives driver of the day to Nas Racing, who does a good job picking up a point.
Alright, let's see.
There he is. That is Easy Rider Yoey claiming victory. Tops up the podium. See these guys pop some champagne. Are you adding them to the party?
I'm trying to find Jay Walker at the moment.
Gotcha.
I have no idea why I can't find him.
I think I might be able to get him in here if you can't find him. Watch this. Mooner's already left. And I've only drank two. Oh my god, dude! I've only drank 2 Busch Lights. What is up with me?
What is wrong with you, dude?
I don't know, man. But it is Easy Rider Yoey taking his first career victory in Contest of Speed in quite convincing fashion. Jay Walker gets his first podium in P2. 10-man finishes in P3 to lengthen his championship lead a little bit. Lightning McFrown in fourth. What?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Lightning McFrown, Red Mask, Whitjay, Case in Your Face, Gru, Motor, Nas Racing round out the top 10. And then you have Texas Tornado, Spectre UKR, Steinman, Dennis, Valentine, with Wakanda Forever and Zach, both retiring in the pits. But yeah, I mean, that race happened. It was what it was.
Anyway, okay, I got 10 man. Let's see if we can get Yoey in here.
Yeah, let's see if he can join. And hopefully, have to make sure everybody has their party audio shared. It's the important thing. So I know.
Who was that last?
It was Steve. It was Steve. Jay Walker. I don't know. I think you do because you were on the podium in one of the preseason races. But if you guys want to double check that. Oh well, yeah, no safety cars, says Spectre. It's true. I was not expecting no safety cars, but yeah, here we are. Proud of the guys.
Yeah, that was more astonishing to me than anything.
Yeah. Here. Well, if you want to get started with Tin Man, got any questions for him? Go for it.
I got the biggest question for Tin Man over here. Softs and mediums.
Yeah,
what made you come up with that call?
I did it twice throughout the week already, but I did medium to soft runs. I was running 20 laps on the mediums and the last 10 on softs, but I managed to make the softs this time go about 14 laps, so I was like, screw it, I'll just go on mediums and see what I can do.
I'll be honest with you, I immediately thought you were trying to stretch him out to get to a safety car, and track position would have been perfect position because you were sitting in top 2 at the time. So that's what I was thinking. Apparently I'm completely wrong, so congrats to you again, second podium in as many weeks.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how many I've gotten now. I don't keep count.
That'll be my department, trust me. Moving on to Jay Walker in second. Pretty dominant, actually, from third starting position, got into the lead right off the bat, and then just held it in second. Did you have I know you had the pace to keep everybody behind you, but what do you think about sitting there all race behind Easy Rider? Well, honestly, you and Red Mask top 5 for Haas. That helps out the constructors as well in the fight with Tin Man and with Jay and Red Bull. So, congrats on the second place, and between you two, hopefully we get some more fighting later on in the season. Yes, sir. Kitten, any luck on our race winner?
Well, something happened with the audio there. I'm not sure what was going on. I don't think we got any of what Jay Walker said. I guess not. I probably should have messaged him in the Discord and been like, "Hey, you wanna come collect your congrats from us?" I don't think he cares that much, though. Obviously, but maybe.
Do you have anything to go to?
Not really. I mean, it was definitely a lonely race for Jay Walker, but you know, I think he's probably pretty cool with that. If it wound up being a P2. Yeah, I mean, Tin Man, it was a fun race from him too, but you know, I'm not a big questions guy. You know, I just read and react. What can I say? But yeah, I guess that'll do it if a race winner does not join. But congrats to him nonetheless, and congrats to you two on your podiums. Hopefully more of that to come this season. You can catch AM2 tomorrow evening, same time, same place. It'll be Andy and I commentating. You can watch Death Storm race, and who knows, maybe these guys will reserve up again like they did last week. EU3 is going to be midday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Next week we'll be in Bahrain. Or not Bahrain, we'll be in Saudi Arabia, keeping it in the Middle East. Hopefully we don't get attacked by any missiles while we're there. But who knows? If we make it there, we'll see you then. So, for Death Storm, I was kidding. Everybody have a good night.